Yeah, good morning. You're welcome to the program. After 50 people. Go back. Yes, good morning. Welcome to the program. This morning, a rainy day in the city of Lagos. Today is the 5th of July, 2022. Today is Tuesday. Yes, it is rains. I think this we're having the 7-day rain as usual, as it happens every year. I'm Christian Chuku. You are welcome to the program this morning. Bystanders at the newsstands. We are right here in Ogba to get people talking on the topical issues that we have this morning. Let's look at what we have on the papers. I will meet the Daily Sun. The Daily Sun is and also have the Nigerian Tribune, the Daily Sun and the Nigerian Tribune. Let's look at the Nigerian Tribune this morning. What do we have? Alleged Christians persecutions. Federal government replies. 5 U.S. senators alleged Christians persecution. Federal government replies. 5 U.S. senators. Nigeria does not have policy of violating freedom of religion. It says that is from the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, saying that Nigeria does not have policy of violating freedom of religion. Yes, if it does not have the policy, why do we have such killings in the country? Income tax returns, FIRX, extend due dates for companies. Yes, again, Asanis attack INEC offices in Enugu, destroy buildings and ballot boxes. Again, Asanis attack INEC office in Enugu, destroy buildings, ballot boxes. 4 fear dead, killed as bandits attack Sokoto local government area. Another Catholic priest abducted in Kaduna. Lagos residents consume 4.5 billion naira food daily. Lagos residents consume 4.5 billion naira food daily. On our church attack, Akeredolu has come out to say that the federal government was too quick to blame ISWAP for our church attack. It says both the herdsmen, the bandits, and the ISWAP are all working together to cause mayhem in Oyo State and also Southwest Nigeria. Yes, the Sun, the Daily Sun newspaper, let the sun shine on us this morning. INEC expresses worry as Asanis attack Enugu office. INEC expresses worry as Asanis attack Enugu office. Vice presidential slot. The main headline: Afenifere MBF Islamic cleric reject Muslim ticket. Say promoters don't wish Nigeria well. The action will destroy the APC. The action will destroy the APC. Political exigency favors it. That is Yerima. Political exigency favors it. Religious ethnic intolerance. Sultan Khan, Methodist bishop, others move down tension. Religious and ethnic intolerance. Sultan Khan, Methodist bishop, others move to douse tension. Yes, Amotekun will go after terrorists in Southwest Forest. Akeredolu. Amotekun will go after terrorists in Southwest Forest. Akeredolu says attack on church will never happen again in the region. Says attack on church will never happen again in the region. Insists that state police is answer to current insecurity. Abga praises Soludo over fight against insecurity. Says Anambra governor winning war against hoodlums and gunmen. Another Catholic priest kidnapped in Kaduna. Police rescue abducted Italian priest in Edo State. Another Catholic priest kidnapped in Kaduna. Yes, that is from the Daily Sun. Let's look at page 5 of Catholic Church kicks against legalization of abortion in Lagos. Catholic Church kick against legalization of abortion in Lagos. The move by the Lagos State government to legalize the procurement of abortion through legislative guidelines has attracted wide condemnation by pro-life groups and millions of Catholics in the state. The Director, Social Communications Lagos Archdiocese, Reverend Father Anthony Godonu, warned that the argument by the State Ministry of Health for giving guidelines for determination of pregnancy on health grounds was nothing but a means of legalizing abortion through the back door, insisting that it is not only unjustifiable but also unacceptable. The guidelines are nothing but a way of creating room for indiscriminate procurement of abortion. Have Mr. Matthew. Good morning, Mr. Matthew.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
Yes, I also the sack of the acting accountant of the Federation.
I'm not even aware that there is an acting accountant, but what I can understand is that the accountant general, who is alleged to have stolen or diverted or misappropriated about 80 billion, is on suspension. But the worries one, that federal government is not likely going to prosecute the person in question.
Are they not prosecuting as we are talking?
I don't think so. There is no indication that is under prosecution. It's not just limited to his own issue. We have instances where people who are supposed to be undergoing prosecution are not being prosecuted. And it makes one to feel that this government is not serious about anti-corruption. Because if you look at the way and manner the federal government, through the presidency, in applying the prerogative of mercy, pardon the two former governors who are supposed to be serving their jail terms, it shows that the government is insensitive, that the government is not serious about anti-corruption fight, that the government does not, it doesn't concern the government whether the treasury is being looted or not. Because for me, I think by now we should have seen seriousness on the part of the anti-graft agency, particularly the EFCC, in prosecuting the accountant general. Because if you allege that somebody is corrupt, have misappropriated or diverted about 80 billion, and the person has been removed from office, I think the right thing to do is to prosecute him. We cannot forget in a hurry the alleged misappropriation of funds against the former acting chairman of EFCC. I'm talking about Magu. There is no indication that he's under prosecution. He's been prosecuted. So for me, the government is making the whole system look as if if you stole, you only receive a slap on the wrist and you are asked to go. It's not a good omen for anti-corruption for me.
Well, let's look at abortion, legalizing abortion in Lagos. What do you think?
I kick against it in totality.
Not as a pastor, but as a humanitarian.
As somebody who had the fear of God.
As a free thinker.
How can you want me to speak from the point of being a free thinker? As somebody who had the fear of God, I kick against legalizing abortion. Because it doesn't matter the name you give it. It is killing. And as humans, we don't have to take to create human beings. As far as I'm concerned, if you terminate a pregnancy, you are as good as killing human beings. There's no difference between you and Boko Haram, who kill. There's no difference between you and bandits, who kill Nigerians. So for me, I kick against it in its entirety, and I discourage it by all standards.
Okay, let's look at INEC express worry as Aston is the attack Enugu office. My question is that you know that these things will be replaced by funds from the government.
You know, before now, we have experienced similar incidences in some part of the southeast, and I think the tension was being doused. It's like it's want to start. We are likely going to start seeing a renewed attack on INEC facilities. But I think the authorities to synergize and see how they bring all stakeholders on board to stem the tide. Because if you start destroying INEC infrastructure,
what did they start to gain by destroying INEC facilities?
I don't want it to create the impression that the atmosphere, the environment is not conducive for INEC to conduct election in those areas. It will put fear in the mind of the electorates in coming out to vote. And I think all the stakeholders need to come on board. The electorates, the traditional rulers, religious leaders, the government institutions, police, DSS, army, everybody needs to come on board. Because in such instance, I think what is needed is non-kinetic approach to address it. Because whether we like it or not, if you destroy the infrastructure, you need resources to rebuild it. And if you create fear in the mind of the people not to come out to vote, you end up disenfranchising people. So the best bet is to address it now, so that one, the electorates in those areas will entertain fear. They have confidence in the electoral process, and they have the confidence that votes will eventually count, so that they come out and vote.
Another Catholic priest kidnapped in Kaduna.
Personally, I have lost confidence in the ability of this government to protect lives and property. I'm talking about the government of Muhammadu Buhari. Look at the Shiroro incidents. Look at what is happening. Even if you look at the current trend, you agree with me that the police is even becoming vulnerable to be kidnapped, to kidnappers. You have the incidents of Nasarawa State, a DPO of local government being kidnapped. We had recently a DPO in one of the local government in Kaduna State was kidnapped. So, if the police, divisional police officers for that matter, who are supposed to be responsible in protecting life and property, are becoming vulnerable to kidnappers, where lie the hope of common man? That takes us back to the call for Nigerians to protect themselves. I saw the statement that came from Akeredolu. Akeredolu is somebody I respect so much, because he's somebody who have always stood on the side of the people. But again, I see him as being handicapped, because if you have a situation where Nigerians are being killed, Nigerians are being kidnapped, and the federal government through the IG of police have repeatedly, consistently refused to allow Nigerians to bear arms. When we are talking about Nigerians bearing arms, we are not saying give the arm to everybody on the streets. We are not saying, what we are saying is, in almost every society, in almost every community, you have formidable groups in form of vigilante that the government can empower, get necessary training from the government, and allow them to bear arms. It is on record that even the civilian JTF in Borno State, in some other part of the northern part of the country, that are bearing sophisticated weapons, AK-47. So what stops you from empowering the Amateku, the Ebuagu for that matter, or any other security outfit in all the states to bear the level of arm that is capable to repel and overcome bandits, kidnappers, criminals? So for me, I think the government is not getting right through the IG of police by saying that they will not allow Nigerians to bear arms. We are not saying give the arm to everybody on the streets, but all the security arrangements by the states, who will be trained by the relevant government paramilitary agencies, like the military, the police, DSS, give the empower to bear arms. Until you do that, you cannot address the issue of insecurity in Nigeria.
Let's look at how can we achieve religious and ethnic tolerance, because it seems like the society is being polarized.
I saw the statement that came from the federal government when they tried to defend the federal government in the issue of religious intolerance. I saw the advice that came from about 5 senators from America advising American government to return Nigeria to a country that does not tolerate, that have religious intolerance. I think what I can say is that whether we like it or not, the facts are there. The federal government, through the Minister of Information and Culture, La Mohammed, have said that ISWAP targets Christians. I think that is a fact. Now, apart from ISWAP, you agree with me that what happened in Owo, whether the federal government believes it or not, the state government have said that they do not believe that it's ISWAP. So most likely, it may be full enhancement. I'm not concluded anyway, but I think I go with the position of the state government. That is the federal government was too hasty to announce ISWAP as being responsible. Then take a look at what is happening in Kaduna. We agree that Christians are targeted in Kaduna State, majorly Southern Kaduna. And another issue that calls for worry and concern is, if you look at the issue of alleged blasphemy, people who are killed, you seldom see government take it serious to prosecute alleged offenders, alleged killers. I think that is the worrisome part of, because until you prosecute and sentence and pass judgment, people will be emboldened to do more. The essence of law is to act as a deterrent to others. Look at the issue of Deborah. I don't think there's any conscious effort from federal government or the prosecuting agencies to prosecute alleged killers. So why would senators in America not ask federal government to return Nigeria to that list? Because you see people who kill with impunity. Up to Lagos State here.
Yeah.
Recently, they killed somebody under allegation of blasphemy. Even in Lagos here. So what is the guarantee? What is the assurance that people who kill the person are being prosecuted? So until you see them being prosecuted, being sentenced, they start reject them, they make them as example of people who do wrong, you will not, these things will not stop. So for me, I think Nigeria have more to do in terms of trying to tolerate other religion, and the more rest on the government.
Okay.
In trying to make sure that when things like this occur, they prosecute offenders.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Mr. Matthew. Yes, I have Mazi Chigozie. Mazi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Christian, and good morning,
Yes.
Western viewers across the globe.
Yes, the federal government replied U.S. senators that have said that Nigeria should be listed as a country that does not tolerate religion, other religions.
Is there any argument to that?
Ethnic intolerance.
It is very clear and is
Muhammad
undeniable.
Said that Nigeria does not have policy that violates the freedom of religion.
But in practice, they don't respect, of course, the opinion of others in terms of religion. Now, it is very clear. My question is that why did the US, immediately Biden assumed office, he delisted Nigeria from such list without proper investigation, without trying to see how such anomaly, malady can be resolved. You see, people have been killed on daily basis. What informs that position is religious intolerance. That is what is fueling all this under the disguise of religion. How many people were burnt within the first half of the year? About 4 people in the name of religion. The lady that was born here, they said that she's a prostitute or what, but they found the Quran. The people who came to patronize and set her up. Let's talk of course, we have, some people have forgotten the issue of Deborah and the other person in Sokoto as well. Is it in Sokoto or Bauchi? You see, who we are set ablaze. We are lynched and set ablaze. Is it not religious intolerance? Where the government of Sokoto told us that the DSS and police were overpowered by the mobs. You can imagine that word. They were overpowered by the mobs. But in the East, they are not overpowered now. They are ready, killing, searching house to house, killing innocent people, molesting innocent citizens. See? But to rescue a single daughter, a single person, they claim they were overpowered. You see, it's very unfortunate that, but the reality is that we can't keep on denying. The reality is staring at us. So you cannot tell me you can walk into a church under religious fanaticism and you blow up that church.
And the government is lagging behind.
And the government, why would they lag behind? The government, they should tell us who are the people. If they are not the people, then tell us who are they. Bring them to book. If the government of Nigeria claims he is not responsible for the killing of Christians, let him get those who are responsible and bring them to book. So that he can prove to the world that he is not the one responsible He's not the one sponsoring the killings that is going on. That is simple analogy. You say you are not the one, and you are the chief security with all the security apparatus, with all the resources at your disposal. You tell me you are not the one. Then bring out the one, fix up the one. If Chigozie is the one carrying FK-47, then fish me out. Otherwise, you can't be absolved of the complicity, a big complicity of what is happening. Any government that fails in that primary responsibility of protecting life and property should be held accountable. That is my own position. If you fail to protect life and property, giving flimsy excuse, irresponsible excuses, then go and get them. But if you are not the one killing them, bring them out, fish them out, and tell the world who they are. Show us who are the people killing. If you say that you are not the one, otherwise you should shut up your mouth, and that simply suggests that, clearly suggests that you are responsible. Because you use the taxpayers' money to provide all the leisures, all the pleasures you have, and you cannot serve to protect the people.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah, let's look at Methodist Bishop Sultan Khan move to make sure that we have religious and ethnic tolerance.
Let them continue to move. Why people are being kidnapped and killed?
Kidnapped in Kaduna, another Catholic priest.
That has become a norm, and once impunity is being tolerated, in Igbo, mpo means impunity. When mpo meets with impunity, that becomes arrow. You see, it has been tolerated due to decades of negligence, being indifferent and apprehensive to speak out and condemn these barbaric tendencies, actions. It has grown to become a monster that is now threatening everybody. What kind of move you are making? Those within the corridor of power do not encourage religious intolerance either. You cannot tell me you have a secular world in your secular society, in your own appointment is being sidelined, narrowed down to one ethnic nationality and religious affiliations. With the same religious, check all the sensitive positions in Nigeria. In this current dispensation, they are of one religious sect. Go and check them. All the chief defense. You see, apart from Irabo, I don't know if he's still serving. You see, check from custom, from immigration, from naval, from the Air Force, from. It's very unfortunate. So,
okay, let's look at abortion, legalization of abortion in Lagos State. What's your take?
Does that make any difference? It doesn't make any difference. But what is there is that people have been empowered to commit abortion, right? Before, maybe they have been doing it. Opurulo.
There's a move.
Now it has been commercialized that maybe your mother can as well call for, or your wife can even have a legal ground on which to, apart from health grounds, to abort the decision.
By because the life of either the mother.
Yes, it can be. Yes, it is recognized by the medical field, but is that what he should pay priority? Sanwo-Olu, is that the only policy he can think of, he can come by with? People are suffering. We are not talking about how to alleviate the sufferings of the people, create jobs for the teeming populations of the youths that are roaming the streets of Lagos without any, of course, source of livelihood. The Al-Qaeda men that were dislodged, you never had any plan. Somebody told me yesterday, Mr. Adekunle, that in Germany, he's resident in Germany. He said that life in Nigeria is so horrible and unfortunate that you can't see that in Germany. Your children are being paid by the government on monthly basis for their upkeep. You see, you don't have to be subjected to pressure. You see, you have your housing scheme. You just have to write, and they will get to you. You see, police don't have to harass you because your data is being profiled once you enter Germany. Irrespective of whatever you are, your own local government, your residential local government knew where you are living. The Nigerians have your data. They don't even know whether you are existing. Quote me anywhere. For where they don't know. So that is why pressure is building up. At least people should appreciate us who that is still living in Nigeria and coming to condemn, of course, this cruel system in order to preserve life. He told me several things. I was shocked. He can work. He has, of course, medical insurance that covers him for his family, being paid, provided by the system, by the government of Germany. How many is your government providing?
You have the government. Huh? You have the government. Your governor.
That is the problem. That is the fundamental issue. And you still believe in one Nigeria. Education there is free once you have your qualifications. Government is being paid for. Why would people be encouraged? You have the best conducive environment to learn and to make use of your brain. You see? Yeah, people are sitting on the floor to learn. And you call it not only in Edo State. I have been to Futo, Federal University of Technology, in quotes. People hang on so many things to attempt to lecture. There's no facilities to learn. Even in Imo State, a hall, a learning capacity that is designed to accommodate 1,000 or 500 people, you see 2,000 people there. Why it is not working? The government should be articulate and deliberate, decisive in ensuring that the dividend of democracy, that the well-being of the citizens is being prioritized. It told me one of the very heavyweights in Lagos State came down there and was trying to make noise. You see, he has to silence him. That this is not Nigeria where everything goes, where you can kill and subjugate people. That if you try it here, you will be cut to size. It's very unfortunate. So if with all what he said yesterday, I was shocked about this country that we are just animal kingdom. We're just animal farm. Nothing is working. He said that he can't bring his children here. He has almost naturalized. He's a full citizen of Germany. How can he bring his children here and they experience what they have not experienced before? They experience power outage, interruption of power interruption.
Thank you very much, Mazi.
Let alone talking of bomb available portable drinking water.
Thank you very much, Mazi.
In fact, I think everybody should move to Germany and leave this Nigeria for the Jagabans and the colleagues that are coming behind. Let them take their Nigeria and enjoy their Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
Who are coming behind? You say what?
You say everyone will leave the country for. They will leave the country for.
It's the paymaster now.
You're alive. Good morning.
Good morning, yes. Good morning,
let's
everybody.
Look at how the Ondo State governor is handling insecurity and the way Replies of Kaduna State is handling insecurity in their various states.
See, I don't know much about Kaduna. I want to talk about Ondo State, which belongs to the southwest region of the Federation. But because what affects Ondo affects Ekiti. What affects Ekiti affects Ibadan. What affects Ibadan affects Osun State. What affects Ogun State affects Lagos. So the issue now is those guys that they call themselves our leaders. If they want to call a spade, they should call a spade. We need devolution of powers.
We need devolution of power. I will bring about the state police, right? Without state police, nothing can work. You all have to rely on how many police? Not even Amoteku as it is, because Amoteku cannot carry explosive firearms. They cannot carry explosive. They cannot carry modernized firearms, sophisticated firearms. What you see with them is what's it called? Dendom and juju. At times juju backfire, my brother. So what I'm saying, they should find a way of lobbying for devolution of power, so that your own security you will have will be for your, will be under your control. It will not be under any IG, because as we have now, we are short of police. Nigeria has the lowest police, population in the country of 220 million people. How many police do you have? I doubt if you even have up to 200 or 400, maybe let's say 400. Out of those 400, 100 or 150 are being attached to all these political leaders, all these political oppressors, as what they call them? They call them SPU, Special Protection Unit of the police, which is a very juicy section. Once you've been drafted into that section, that means you are made for life in police. Because, yes, because they will assign you to a big man, a politician, you start protecting him. So the politicians that are supposed to institute law that will just, be in our favor for protection, they are the ones sorting themselves out, and the rest, they leave all of us at our own peril. They leave us, on your own, So how do you expect such country to work? How do you expect a country where
the government is trying?
How is the government trying? Those state is trying, but it has to be a coordinated, arrangement, because the Bororo Fulani that invaded, what's it called, Akure, they channel themselves through one route to that place. And when you look at the southwest forest, it's migrating from Ondo, you get to Ekiti, you get to Ife, you get to Ikire, you start getting to Ibadan. Then from there again, you proceed on Lagos. All these forests are on Lagos Ibadan Expressway likewise. So they should strategize how they can just have a formidable, arrangement to protect, and they should go on their own lobby the presidency, right? That they need their security agency, the local security agency in their domain, they want them to carry arms. Why are these Fulani carrying sophisticated weapons, and you don't allow the local vigilantes carrying, sophisticated weapons to protect their domain? Is that not a double standard? Is that not a double standard? Right? Is that not a double standard? I think this our leader. They should not be looking at the position they are vying. They are after selfish interest. They need to fight totally for our interest if they love us. Because I believe my southwest people now, they have not done enough yet. They need to speak out. We need weapons for those guys to protect, and if it is for all of us, they want us to enlist into Amotekun. Me, I'm ready to be an Amotekun. So far, they can give me the power range, weapons that I can use, that can counter the Bororo, Fulani, weapons they are carrying. Why are they getting such weapons? According to some information, that those guys, they came from the war-torn, Libya. It was during the advent of the death of Gaddafi that they found their way. They scattered all around, entering Mali, entering Chad, entering Niger, before they found their way in Nigeria. Because they are nomadic, they walk. They can walk in forest. They can walk within forest for almost 2 years. They settle somewhere, they move again. And our government should know this. Our secret intelligence, they know this. But why are they still carrying sophisticated weapons? Who is supplying them these weapons? Who is supplying them this weapon? That's the truth we need to ask ourselves. That's why I said There must be referendum. There must be either constitutional conference. Let us all sit down. And how are these illicit, what's it called? Hands coming up, right? Where are they coming from? Illicit, weapons. Where are they coming from? That's the question you should be asked. I need your question. Second question.
Let's look at Nigeria has been said to be a country that does not have religious and ethnic tolerance.
Yeah.
In your own view, how do you look at
political intolerance bring religious and ethnic tolerance. Political intolerance bring religious and ethnic intolerance. Yes. If not this politics, nobody know. Because what these guys fail to know that hunger does not know any ethnicity. Hunger does not know you are a Christian or religion, issues. Hunger does not know that. Hunger does not know you are Igbo, you are Yoruba, you are Hausas. Everybody they face them. So what is there is those leaders, all they manage to enter us, to disseminate us, is what I'm still looking at it today. Is it the money of power that they're using? Is it the money of, position they have? Is it through the position they hold, highly placed position they hold, that they use to, divide us? We need to ask ourselves questions. Where are we going as youths? Are we going to belong to the wasted generation, or we can still? Are we still going to belong to wasted generation, or we are going to continue to liberate or fight to liberate ourselves? We need to choose one. If you want our generation to be a wasted generation, please let us know where we go.
Okay, and lastly, let's look at what do you think with abortion legalization in Lagos?
Abortion has been always legalized in Lagos, in Nigeria. The act is not going anywhere. It's not going to impact anything. I'm telling you what, go on the research and see how many ladies are going for abortions that their boyfriend will tell them, no, I'm not ready for marriage. They will go and abort secretly.
Termination.
Terminate. When you terminate, they call it, maybe the language you are using is different. Terminate. You see that lady who tries to the point that they terminate pregnancy. So abortion is a norm in this country. So when they say there's a law that will curtail it, I don't believe that, and I will never believe that.
Do you support abortion?
No. But in a country where sex is only the consolation a common man has, a common man does not even have any luxury in the country any longer. The only thing is, once you get out, find one thing to drink, Giacomo or anything to drink, then the last he pounced on his wife, and he turned to what's it called, and on pregnant, and that is when the reality will now come to when we give back to this one. How about the one on the ground? We'll not be able to take care of them. So it's economic factor that is causing all this abortion. Economic factor, because I'm telling you, the only consolation for a common man is sex. It's sex. Yes.
So
sex.
You say let them consider abortion in Lagos. Are you saying they should consider abortion in Lagos?
It has been in existence. It's not something new. So for them saying now that they want to curb it, maybe somebody that comes out or somebody that tell you he has aborted, doctors, and they work in alliance with doctors because it's a big deal. It's always a big deal for them. I even know a doctor that have done it for a lady before, secretly. It's always a big deal for them for a lady to come to them and say that I want to do abortion. The charges are always, high. So the more secretive, the more you look, the less you see. But it's happening around. And the government officials said they know. Some of them some of them that are bringing out this. You see, he will make the law in Nigeria break the law. He will make the law, will be the one to break the law. Because it's above what? Because it's above the, what's it called? Law.
Is there anybody that's above the law in Nigeria?
People are above the law. Our president is above the law. Yes. There's some flawed. There's some flaws the man has committed there are some wrong things that is supposed also have been impeached. But what did the Senate do? Senate look at him that is above the law, because it's the one that can say, hey, my snippers, yeah, go after this man, go after this. Do you remember what happened to Saraki? Do you remember what happened to Kadigbo? Do you remember what happened to what's this man? Iwerem? Do you remember what happened to Dasuki? Do you remember under Jonathan what happened to Ibori? Fayose. Ibori has to pick up, race to Dubai when Jonathan was about to look at Dasuki. Dasuki was in captivity for how many months? For how many years? You know, I'm sure they still want to bring him back now. That we have to end the tenure with them. So we have leaders that are above the law. Laws supposed to be paramount, supreme, paramount power over the presidency that we believe they are the most powerful. The law has to be checkmating them, because Nigerian president, I can say, is the most powerful president. By constitution, is the most powerful, because nothing you can do. You cannot probe Nigerian president. You cannot impeach Nigerian president any longer. I've never even heard one anytime they said one Nigerian president has been impeached for wrongdoing. So that is why we need to sit down. All these things.
Okay, the way forward is a referendum.
Referendum, yes, so that we remove immunity clause from our what's it called, political
office holders.
Yeah, constitution. This thing. Let's remove immunity clause. That if you mess up today, you can be booted out, right? Tomorrow, not like this one has immunity. It can't be touched. It can't be touched. Is it above the law? Is it supposed to be above the law?
Okay.
It's a messed up system, man.
Thank you very much. I have Naziraf. Good morning.
Good morning, Christian. Good morning. Good morning, viewers. I'm greeting all of you there. Thank you for staying tuned.
Okay, let's look at Abga praises Soludo over fight against insecurity. Says Anambra governor winning war against hoodlums and gunmen.
Anambra war winning law against hoodlums, and gunmen will leave Soludo alone. When what? I mean, he will be left alone when what? Influx of the killer herdsmen will ensue. By the time the influx, they start entering that, that state, Anambra state, Soludo will be left alone in Oka, at Oka State House. They will enter there and behead him. Soludo don't know the criteria the Fulanis are using to invade villages and communities across Nigeria. They will first of all start reducing the number of the youths. I mean the Fulani herdsmen within Nigerian military and police. They will be attacking the youths, accusing them all manner of crimes that did not commit. Soludo is using the military to visit room by room, house by house, village by village, community by community in Anambra State. He started from the axis of EL, reducing the number of our youths. When the youths are reduced in their larger number, what will happen? As he stopped the influx of the killer herdsmen, is that the solution to the insecurity in Nigeria and in Southeast? Is it not because of the herdsmen that are killing farmers, invading villages and communities that brings about unknown government and youths fighting Fulani headers? Now he allowed military operation in Anambra State. When the numbers of the youths are reduced at Obaru axis, Iyala axis, I think it should come to Omabala, Ndi Anambra, I mean Anambra is Agulerimwe Nando, Okozo, Nteje, Nsube, Ibariamu, so that the whole youth will be reduced. Then, Fulani herdsmen, they will have their ways. I don't know what is wrong with Igbo governors. Each and every time they elect a governor from Igbo extraction, I don't know what they give them to drink. Something is wrong with Soludo's brain. Is it not the same youth that stopped the Fulani herdsmen from what? Attacking our various communities across Igbo land. When you reduce their numbers in large number, I mean the numbers of the youth, the killer Fulanis, they will have upper hand in the southeastern Nigeria. So, Soludo, thumb up. Kill on, continue killing on. Every house by house, community by community, village by villages. Reduce the number of Igbo youths so that influx of the Fulani headers will be what? Enlarged. Then you will be left alone at Oka State House. What will happen to you will amaze you. They will come there and cut your head. You don't know the words of youths. You don't know the work of ESN. You don't know why IPOB stood up for over how many years now that Fulani can never, ever invade our communities. They are fighting for the security of my mothers, my fathers, my brothers in the southeastern Nigeria. Even the so-called lawmakers in the house there, they are not being apprehensive. The reason why Igbo youths are that very, very aggressive against Fulani killers.
Okay.
Killer headers, they did all they could to make sure that they cage the pockets on those states. Now, Akeredolu has stood on his feet. Akeredolu said that, what do you call them? The Amotekus, they must search for them in the forest, in the communities, in the farmland. Wherever they are hiding, wherever they have their base in on those states, they are going to fish them out and bring all of them to justice. Have you made any attempt to support ESN? Yes, to give them the logistics, the material help they need.
But
have you done that?
The governors have disagreed with they choose Ebubagu to ESN.
Ebubagu is not being active. Ebubagu was there when they killed Akuyili's husband. Ebubagu was there when they are killing in the farmlands. Ebubagu was there when they are raping and maiming and killing our women in their various farms. Ebubagu is Ebube Fulani, not Ebubagu. Fulani has infiltrated Ebubagu. See, let me tell you, Ebubagu drank the same thing all our governor drank. Fulani has infiltrated Ebubagu. Ebubagu can never safeguard Igbo land. Ebubagu, as what? They have deviated from doing the normal thing they should do. So Ebubagu is not the outfit.
But ESN is not recognized by
ESN is not recognized by the governors because the governors are errand boys. The governors are servants. The governors are running after their masters, the Fulani oligarchs in the north. Ebubagu is not recognized in Igbo land because Ebubagu, they have what? Derailed from doing the normal.
Is Nigeria an intolerant states religiously, in ethnic wise and all other areas?
Yes. Yes.
But Nigeria does not have a policy of violating freedom of religion. According to
yes. Let me tell you. It is too obvious now in the House that each and every American Congress, if you interview them, they will tell you that there is senseless killing. There are senseless killings in Nigeria.
Senseless
killings, religious killings, meaning that their Islamic Muslim counterparts are killing them in their large number, and Buhari is not doing anything. Each and every congressman now in the House believe that Buhari is behind the religious killings going on across northern Nigeria. The Fulani Muslim, radical Muslims, continue killing their Hausa counterparts over the years. They have been removing the youths over there, killing them in their large numbers, their fathers and their mothers, indiscriminatively. They don't want to know if you're a Muslim. They don't want to know if you're an Hausa. They don't want to know if you are a Hausa Christian or Hausa Muslim. That's why the youth over there, they are lamenting that the killings has gone beyond religion, bigotry.
No, it has gone beyond religion.
You did that, somebody just resounded that somebody is just supporting me by my side. So it's not only my opinion that counts here. I think you could hear the young man loud and clear that he has gone beyond what? Religion, bigotry. See, let me tell you, even the ethnicity is not left out there because Fulani only. They want to dislodge the original natives of the indigenous land of the north. Are you listening to me? So that they will mount on that land, they will control the land politically, economically, religiously, and otherwise.
Okay.
I didn't understand. This is a place we know that there is nothing again that counts in this country again. Fulani has come. Buhari has come to fulfill the ideology, the agenda of his founding father, what is that his name? Ottoman down Fodio. From the Futajelo Island. Let me teach you people. Futajelo Island is where the Niger takes its course. Futajelo Island. Let me tell you, along that island, the pastures, the grasses are so green. So this is where they settle. These people are headers. They rear cattle and other livestock. That's why they settle there. But this kind of people misunderstand the ideology Prophet Muhammad preached about Islam.
Okay, let's look at the
Muhammad did not teach anybody to kill in Quran, to waste blood.
Okay.
Are you listening to me? But these people, they misunderstood it. They want everybody in Nigeria, everybody in the north, mid-belt and the southeastern Nigeria to be what? To believe their ideology.
Okay, let's look at Muslim tickets. In the APC, we see Tinubu, Rufai coming together.
Thank you so much. Listen, let me tell you. That is a method, is a formula, is a system, is a scheming used by the Fulani oligarchs in the north to stop Tinubu. I'm surprising you people this time around. They use it as a stooge formula. And it's a common balance to make sure that Tinubu will not scale through. Ask me why. Muslim has never worked in Nigerian system. The Fulani oligarchs know that if Tinubu goes along with a fellow Muslim, the whole Christians in the north will never, ever vote for Tinubu. The whole Christians in the north, southern Kaduna, they will never, ever vote for Tinubu. The whole Christians in the mid-belt, I mean north central, they will never, ever cast vote for Tinubu. The whole Christian in southern Nigeria, they will never, ever cast vote for Tinubu. Muslim, they use the worst governor Kaduna has ever produced. A governor that watch in a daylight, night, minutes, seconds, day, week, month, years, Kaduna indigents killed and maimed by people from his extraction. That is El Rufai. He's trying to what? Deputize for Tinubu. It is not going to work. I didn't understand. So they have now succeeded on bringing Tinubu down. If Jagaban could be a sensible man, a man that has foresight, a man that sees far, tomorrow, let me tell you, he will understand that he's a scheme. They're trying to skip him out by giving him Muslim. Muslim cannot fly. It can't all go well on Nigerian political system. It has never happened before. Right from 1960 till date, there was never a time we have Muslim. Unless the military, they do it by force because they have the gun. But during democracy, what says yes and carries the day? What can give you flying color as somebody that is agitating for any public office is majority. Majority carries the vote. The whole Nigeria, we cannot support anybody that goes Muslim. Christian is not even left out because no president in Nigeria has ever been a Christian. And
it didn't work.
Abiola and Tofa, it cannot work.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't work. Do you know this is why? Military, they stop him. I didn't understand. They just invited Tofa from London. Abiola versus Tofa is two different persons. Tofa is from NRC, you have forgotten. Abiola is for SDP. But we are talking about deputization. Somebody that will be your running mate. Somebody that ran with Abiola was King Ibe, I think. King Ganaibe.
Is he a Muslim?
I don't think the man is a Muslim. He's a Muslim. Thank you so much. Only military can force it on us. It cannot all go well on what? In a democratical dispensation. They should choose a Christian to deputize with Tinubu.
Religious and ethnic intolerance. Sultan, Khan, Methodist bishop, others move to douse the tension.
Thank you so much. Fulani is always using this kind of system. They went to douse the tension. Who is the Sultan? Can we know who the Sultan is? Can we just throw, something like mirror or microscope to screen the Sultan? If his hand is not on the, invitation of the bandits, the Boko Haram venture, you understand, with ISIS. It's a running venture that, thrive in the north. They invited them. Who is the Sultan? Who the hell is he? The emirs. All the emirs in the north, who the hell are they? Who are the Kabas? Can you tell me that Rufai is a holy man? No. They use it as what? These people, they are more subtle than snake. That Sultan now, they strategize more than you and I. That Sultan knows something about the killings in the north. The emirs in the north, they know something about the killings in the north. Let me tell you, we shouldn't base anything we are doing on all these clergies, all these Muslim clerics. They have failed over the years. Killings going on in Zamfara, Plateau State, northern and southern Kaduna has indicated that the sultanates, Buhari himself, Malami, El Rufai, they are not what? Innocent. Let me tell you, Buhari is at the head of what is going on.
2023 was the way forward. 2023.
See, Christian, I don't mince my word. I don't pet truth. I always naked the truth so that people shall see. Let me I tell the truth. Way forward 2023. The way forward in 2023, let me just educate you again. Go and get your PVC, Nigerian youth. Go and get your PVC 12 years, 13 till 34 or 300 years. Go. The houses, they allow 7, 9 years of age, 10 years of age. In the south here, they brain us, they chance us, they deceive us, they always prevent us from doing the normal things we should do.
They go house to house.
They go house to house to check PVC in the north. PVC to both the qualified and the unqualified. I mean the underage and the aged ones. They check PVC house to house in the north. You can't see such thing in the southwestern Nigeria. You can't see it in the south mid belt. You can't see it in the southeast where I come from. They will tell us that if you're not 18, you're not going to vote. But in the south, in the north there, they give all these small boys. Still, INEC officials are seeing it. Buhari did it. He edged out Jonathan. Buhari did it in 2019. He edged out Atiku. So what are we saying? I'm not a moron. Wake up, South Midway belt. Every
Yeah, welcome back. We're sorry for that break in transmission. The network was not favorable with us. We had the network issues, and the rains are here. Thank you very much for being patient with us. We're back. I have Oluwawan with the language.
Christian, what's motherfucking situation happening in our land? Our land is like they want to the Commonwealth nation or the United Nations. It's like they are combining together to come and buy Nigeria.
The Commonwealth
and the United Nations.
You want to buy Nigeria?
They are coming together to come and acquire Nigeria because Nigeria is not governable anymore.
What makes you say so?
Because it's not a nation that is a lively. Because the suffering is too much. See, every day they kill. See, I say, South West Forest. All is full with Fulani men. They have a mission. Buhari is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, my president. But they have agenda with the Osmans to follow. Babylon home on the west side. Far away millions of years, agreement that a nation in Africa will unfold. Nigeria is a nation that is growing, but now they want to acquire us by force. And now we say no to the invader. Because see the old forest. Now, David Forrest said, what do you say? He said, military tank were deployed to the east to go and do what? In the name of protecting, they are going to kill us. They are killing us in the name of they are going to protect us. So now we are tired of protecting and killing. We want to go our way. We want to go our way. Come 2023. If our heart, our desires don't feel, we separate and go home.
Another Catholic priest kidnapped in.
Okay, 3-4 days ago, they buried a Catholic priest. I see the newspaper. They say we are priests, we are not terrorists. They buried a Catholic priest in Kaduna. The moral, they carried the casket. They were munching and they were crying. They carried a play card. They say we are priests, but we are not terrorists. Now another one is kidnapped. Where are we going now? We have nowhere to go. God, come down and set our life free. Because Fulani has been taking our life. They are killing us every day.
Did you see them?
Don't you see the killing that is happening? They celebrate all the motherfucking home, all corner. And now is the end of them. 2023 is the end of you, Fulani experts, Nigeria. Buhari, you are my president, but you are the masterminder of the killing home. Because you claim, no, you claim them around. Every day you say investigation, I will investigate. A security agent, go across them, go against them. How many have they apprehended? How many have they apprehended? They are killing us, suffering and smiling. Softly. I don't want to see that anymore. Nigeria is out of the game. United Nations, listen. Commonwealth of Nations, listen. Nigeria is not a country anymore. Nigeria is a blood bath house. They are killing us. They are killing us everywhere. We don't have food. We don't have hope. We don't have road. We don't have anything. They are for Koyo. Oh, it's a mafia. It's a mafioso situation. For Koyo. You grandmotherfucker, you deserve to die. You grandmotherfucker. The presidency is the motherfucking shit house. And they will die. And they will perish in hell. And now they will perish forevermore. Because they fold their hand. And me and you are strong.
Let's talk about Muslim tickets.
Go punish the Muslim ticket. Are we Islamic home? Go punish the motherfucking house.
Let's not use cost word.
See, okay, sorry for the cost talk. Motherfucking house, go apprehend you. Are we Islamic? We are not Iran or Syria or Kuwait or Iraq. We are Nigeria. We have our nation. God created Nigeria as a home of the biblical home of God. Jerusalem. Why now Muslim? Where the fucking hope came from? Tinubu is a Tata. The end has come. Tinubu, you know it. Forget your cap, forget your money, forget your distribution of your money. You lost forevermore. And your heart, you know you lost. And you lost. You are a governor of Lagos State. I know. 1999, when democracy come after the military change, till now you have been controlling Lagos State. Look how many years. You have billions, trillions of dollars in your pocket. Want to buy us? You went to a State, you bring Obaseki, you do not bring a Yamu. At the end, You come again, say this one is double. I don't say it's your money. I'm from Edo State. I'm from Ekoma. Oluwa is my name. Tinubu, your money, we will chop it and we'll share it. We'll go vote for you. We are not president. You are go your home in Podilon and leave. You are Podilon, Ikoyi. Now you get Lagos. Anywhere I get that. Okay, one go get Abuja. It is like that. Nigeria going to look you like Mugu. Are we Mugu? You bring Buhari make Nigeria hungry. Hungry, beat on your family. Go on your family and catch your food.
Now we win this election.
Now you want to carry money compare us. Is it possible for you? You are wrong. Go to Bodilo or for Osun State. Where did you come from? By Lagos State. Okay. It lasts forever. It's a bottomless pit. Go back to bottomless pit as you come from. And perish with the devil.
Into a future president.
No, it's not a future president. It's a demon. A demon is not a future president. Let me ride with you. Let them say the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. Tinubu is a demon.
Yes. Can you defend?
Let me give you three language of him as a demon. Sometimes Tinubu will look fresh. Sometimes will look ugly. Sometimes will look shaky. Sometimes will look dead. It's a demon.
That is your example of a demon.
Yeah, he want to buy all of us. You don't use money to buy humanity. The heart of man, the heart of God. It's not easy to buy the heart of God. And the heart of God is the reality of the Jerusalem. Oh, you motherfucking hope. You can't buy it like that. You can only buy the heart of Satan. We are not Satan anymore. We have repented. We have now go back. We have decided to follow Jesus now. Not going back for you anymore. We can't go back to Tinubu anymore. Tinubu have misled Nigeria, misled me. I voted for Tinubu. I voted for Buhari.
You did vote for Tinubu. Buhari voted for.
Yeah, is it Tinubu not Buhari? Tinubu mastermind Buhari coming to a president. Because he go handle mastermind the fucking shit house. I pay 100 naira. Only one pay 100 naira. And now, where's the 100 naira? I suffer violence. I'm going to beat my leg away. Now, APC, PDP, they are part of the motherfucking vagabond. We don't want vagabond anymore. Want a new fresh face. On no soldier. P3RS3CUT, the whole Nigerian youth, I always say it, let us recycle ourselves. Recycle ourselves and change our hearts thinking. And let the truth come. And now the truth came. Now, obedient.
Okay, let's look at in our war. Amotekun is saying that we'll go after the terrorists in that south.
Yeah, because the massacre of church worshiper. Because him is the first person single-handedly created Amotekun before the rest Yoruba state not joined. That crew, because him is a learning man, is a former president of Nigeria Bar Association. I know him. He's a lion for the forest house. And now he will go after them because they're inside the forest. Go and pursue them. Anyhow they are. Fight them, fight to fight. If they win, we will win them.
How can you fight a terrorist that's having AK-47?
They will use Africa power. Don't you know there's Africa power?
Igboho ran away.
He never run away.
With African power.
He was just trying to mastermind the situation. See, let me tell you one thing. Because of situation came, and now enter the forest and pursue them out. Now they will know that somebody is against them. They can't relax anymore and attack anyhow. It's taken by force now.
Who are you voting for?
Nigeria.
Yeah.
All Nigeria is voting for P3RS3CUT. All youth is voting for P3RS3CUT. Forget about it. I'm hungry. I don't want to be hungry anymore. I'm hungry. I don't want hungry anymore. I'm hungry. I want to vote for Tinubu. I become hungry. Some months. Two of them, they are part of the same feather. They are mafians. We don't need mafians anymore. We need the reality of the human being. They have the heart of God to govern me and you.
A normal Nigeria cannot afford
anything anymore. We are just suffering and smiling because of God.
Even Gary.
It's easy to do Gary. Okay, we buy Gary with granite. So back Gary and granite, you know, easy. Okay, now life now badly, and we are in Nigeria suffering and smiling. Fela Adekola Pakuti of blessed memory. That's my godfather, adopted father. He said it yesterday. Suffering and smiling, suffer. See your face. Suffer the run for our face. When you see Nigeria face, you don't say this one is suffering. And the billionaire, the senator, the governor, the president, they are eating our money and they will perish in hell. All of them will perish in hell.
Okay, let's talk about ASU. ASU is still on strike for how many months now?
ASU, they don't know what is happening to them. They're supposed to block all the Nigeria highway. Let the killing start. Kill ASU students. Kill students. Now Nigeria will catch fire. Don't sit at home. Come outside. Block all Nigeria road. As a student, I'm a student before.
Peaceful protest. Though.
Yes, block all the fucking road. Yes, it's a peaceful protest, but you block everywhere. Let them send soldier. You understand what I'm saying? Did you know what I'm saying? Students, we are tired of staying at home. No, no road here, no road here, no road here. We are not causing any problem. We just sit on the road. Let the federal answer our call. And now there will be solution.
Does Nigeria have money to settle us?
Nigeria have billions, they are chopping the billion, they are criminal. Governor have billions. You know about a location. Did you know what you call security vote for a governor in a month? Did you know how much a security vote for a governor in a month? That one is not budget. Okay, now students are suffering at home, doing what they don't want to do. Doing what they don't want to do because of the motherfucking hole that we call the government. See, I'm a motherfucking devil asshole. I'm a street mafia. I'm a nigga raw. But I don't like the situation Nigeria is going. We are suffering.
So what's the way forward? Lastly, what's the way forward? Oluwawa.
The way forward is all of the whole youth in Nigeria, whether you are white or black, Hausa, Igbo or Yoruba, come outside and vote against the motherfucking home house. The old school are gone. Let them go. Atiku and Tinubu, they can't come. They can't ever come anymore. Obedient. End of the road. Without obedience, part 2 answers.
Okay, thank you very much, Oluwa1, for this analysis. Yes, because of that internet break, we had internet issues. That's why we are not live for at least some minutes. Till tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program by Standards and News. I'm Christian Chugo. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for being patient with us over the time that we are not live. I'm Christian Chugo. Till tomorrow for another edition of the program by Standards at the Instance. Bye for now. Thank you.